Welcome to Violeta Ink. I'm Elena Cázares. Today we have another spotlight card and we are going to be using the leftovers that you have when you practice your coloring. I usually practice like this. I stamp 3 or 4 times the same image and then I start practicing. This is gonna be some leaves, and for the recipe we are gonna have it free download in the description box. And I'm underpainting. In this particular practice, I wanted to see how the same image will look different if I was to underpaint different sides of the leaves. So in this one you can see I'm underpainting on one side and then a little bit on the other side. Now we go with my darker marker, which is gonna be YG17, and then I'm gonna blend it with YG03. I'm gonna be doing the same thing on all the leaves. You can choose any side of the leaf and then just underpaint it. Same process, we underpaint more on one side because that's going to be the dark side of this leaf. Leaves move with the wind, so it really does not matter which side you prefer. Okay, so we got that one. Now I'm going to be underpainting, oh, I forgot this little part. Okay, so now we're gonna be underpainting the other side of the leaf. You can see on this one, I underpainted more on the left side, on the top side of this leaf. Now we're gonna do it on the bottom side. And just with that, it's gonna look different. Why? Because let's say you have a stamp set that you wanna use, and it only has one set of leaves, like this one. Also is this image, well, it's not an image, it's an actual stamp from the ton, and I will link it on the description box. You only have one set of leaves, so you do want it to look different. You know, if you're gonna use the same leaf and it's gonna look the same, it's gonna look kind of weird. So this is what underpainting will do for you. As you can see, this one is the same thing. I'm underpainting the other side of the leaf. And just with that, and they're already starting to look different. Now, I had already practiced with my flower, and we are going to be stamping a few of the sentiments on this stamp set. It's from My Favorite Things, and it is called All About You. So what I am doing here is I want to stamp them all at the same time, you know, because I'm the expert stamper. Not. Anyway, so I wanted to do that, and I am using this platform. My friend Kathy gave me this platform because she bought 2, and I guess she forgot she had bought 1 already. Anyway, she gave me this one, and I had not used it before, so I decided to use it this time. So I just chose a few of the sentiments on this set, and I'm gonna, since I'm not gonna be painting on top of them, I use my Versafine Clair in Nocturno. Anyway, this is a pigment ink, so I don't have to worry because I'm not going to use my Copics on top of it. And now I'm going to just cut it in strips. So we are going to be cutting the U. All this is going to be on top of black cardstock. So what I want now is I'm gonna measure the size that these are gonna be. My final card is 8.5 by 4.5. So these need to be way smaller than 4.5. This is the setting that I'm thinking, the template that I'm gonna use for the card. So I cut black cardstock, the blackest you can find, and I'm gonna put it in the back of every single one of the sentiments. I believe it will make it pop. We will see at the end if that really happens. I had just been cleaning my Copics, and that's why my hands have ink on them. And I'm really just gonna use one strip of the double-sided tape. It does not need more than that. So we're gonna be doing the same thing for every single one of the strips. I am leaving just a little bit on each side of the sentiment. Now we're gonna start on the background. This is a piece of watercolor paper. Any watercolor paper will do. And it's 3 7/8 by 8 1/4. I am using the Tim Holtz Distress Ink Peel Paint. The brushes are the life-changing brushes. I have a really heavy hand distressing, and these brushes do a great job. I added dots of water, spots of water, and then I'm gonna let it not dry but stay there for a little bit I'll say it's 20 seconds, and then with a dry cloth, I took it out. So that will give us those big clear spots that you see. This is a technique that I learned from Amy Schulke from Vanilla Arts. So we're just gonna add it to our note card. Make sure that it's as straight as possible. Oh, I guess I was missing this one. So now, before we put any tape, I want to arrange it, and just to make sure that it is going to, that it looks pleasing to your eyes. This is double-sided foam tape, and Elena is not measuring first. Okay. Oh, I know why, because this is my base. That's where I'm gonna arrange everything around, or be the base to where I wanna put it. So the flower, I do not want all the leaves to be showing, but then again, I thought, I don't want the leaves that are not showing just to be wasted. So I am seeing what is it that I wanted to show, where do I need to cut it. Remember, these 4 leaves, bunch of leaves, are all the same stamp. They look different because we did underpainting differently. This is where I want my sentiments, my strip sentiments to go. It's gonna have several. So I lost one, so it took me a little while to find it, which is the Are Fantastic. Finally found it, and now I'm gonna arrange it the way I want it to be. I did measure to see where do I want this, where would I put the double-sided foam in. All the leaves, they need to be before we add the flower. So we start, and then every time that I add something else, I'm gonna be measuring with the flower. So in here, I want to just add a little bit more leaves. It's gonna, again, to make our leaf stamp look different. So I'm only gonna add these little leaves here. It does not need foam tape because it's gonna go on top of the ones that we already placed there. I'm using the same stamp. I just cut the flowers, the leaves individually, so it looks different. Now we will arrange the others. This one I'm only gonna add the part that you can see from under the flower. I measure again. You know, this is part of the same leaf stamp, but I want it differently to show the leaves, because if not, then they'll just be lost under the red flower. I was considering to leave that leaf out so it would kind of give it a more dimension. But then I thought it might not fit in the envelope, so I did leave it a little bit out, but not as much as I intended in the beginning. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification button, so every time that we upload a new video, you'll get a notification. So I am done with the flower and with the leaves. Now I just need to see where I want the sentiments to go. And just making sure that it looks balanced. So again, this is gonna have double-sided foam tape. Now we're just gonna add the flower. It's not gonna need a lot of foam tape, but it does need some. And here I didn't put any, like right there on the top. So I'm putting that right there. There's another part. As you can see, it happened where there is no leaves, because then the leaves would have had some of the double-sided foam tape. Here I think that it looks balanced enough, and I'm only gonna use double-sided tape on here. We do not need more foam tape. I mean, you could use more foam tape, but I just didn't this time. And this will be our last piece. This will complete our card for today. So every time you have leftovers, you can use them in this. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.